You are welcome, sir.
It's my pleasure.
How did IASA came into existence?
Since about 2003, when I got myself involved in the organization of the community, the Ghanaian community, it had been at my heart to see the birth of an initiative that would cater for the needs of the youth and children of African origin here in Hamburg, to take advantage of the openings that the authority, the Behörde for social welfare and health, family affairs, had in place to ensure proper integration of Africans. With this dream behind, and with persons like Nana Kwaku, whom I got to know through our combined efforts at Ghana Union, we decided in 2005 to formally register as a non-governmental organization.
Can you tell us what IASA is actually about?
It's a self-help immigrant organization that focuses on enabling immigrants to take advantage of the opportunities here to become better integrated through educational and professional preparations that we have in place.
Say in your own words, you said IASA has been in existence for some years now. What will you say IASA has so far been able to achieve?
We consider our greatest achievement to be the success and prosperity of the persons who have benefited from our programs here. We know of school children who have successfully completed their schooling, who are pursuing other academic objectives. We know of persons who, through our intervention, have been able to secure themselves permanent residence here. We see as a symbol of recognition last year the winning of the Adler Entrepreneurial Award for the position of the best NGO in Europe, the best African NGO in Europe. This, we think, is a great achievement. We also consider the fact that we were able to have our candidate win the Integration Council elections as another big achievement.
So what plans do you have for IASA in the coming years?
In the coming year, we seek to ensure that persons who devote their time and energy to work here at IASA are duly recognized and as such remunerated for the time and energy that they spend here. We see the objective of working closely with the Ministry of Labour to ensure that IASA gets the status of an organization that provides instruction in the areas of IT, language, etc., to equip immigrants. This is a very important area we are working on.
Say, in every institution, people will definitely want to be better. Will you say there are some few factors hindering the smooth running of this institution?
Undoubtedly, people want to associate themselves with a winning team. And a winning team must be properly motivated. When people bring their skills and see that eventually they are not remunerated, this serves as a demotivating thing. We are proud of the team that we have, but we believe it is important to ensure that IASA gets the financial wherewithal to ensure that we continue to attract the best talents. This is the biggest challenge that we see ahead of us, and we hope to be able to do this working closely with the authorities through the Integration Council member and councillor Savannah Garish.
Sometimes I'm of a different view that when institutions always try to depend on others so that they can financially reach somewhere, why not sometimes develop a internal mechanism of generating income so that one can be able to support itself from within and not always from outside?
Very good question. We must draw a line between a for-profit organization that sets as itself the objective of raising revenue from which it derives profit. This must be separated from an NGO, the main purpose of which is to achieve a particular goal, to help individuals in a certain position. You are right. One could think of innovative commercial schemes through which to improve the financial situation of the organization. We welcome such innovations. We are working on them, but we must not forget the fact that they must be compatible with their aims and objectives. It is also possible for such an organization to be financially sustainable if the staff are well paid and motivated. This, we believe, is the duty of the state.
You are a man that has a lot of you have deep knowledge of world affairs. Now our community, I would say the world is having this credit crunch or this economic crisis. What do you think are the economic impact on the Africans in the diaspora and then the poor countries, I may say?
Historically, Africa had been on the world market just been seen as a producer of commodities. When this wave of migration came, and of course, as a producer of commodities, Africa relied on the revenues that came from the export of its commodities. With the arrival of migrants from Africa to Europe, a very important source of revenues for the African countries came, which is remittances. Now, with the global financial crisis, the implication for Africa isn't just going to be, but has already been felt in terms of the reduction in remittances to the mother continent, that is to our relations back home. But we do not always see, or we do not necessarily have to see problems from the viewpoint of the limitations and hurdles that they pose, but as a chance to be more innovative. You have already pointed out that one has to also look at resources within. We believe that a properly organized diaspora community could, in several other ways, not just through remittances, contribute to the development of Africa, which you rightly pointed out is suffering from the global financial crisis in two ways. One, because the demand for goods on which the richer countries relied would decrease when they are facing their financial crisis. And number two, unlike the previous global financial setting where Africa was detangled from the financial markets of New York and London, now everything is crucially, so you cannot talk crucially intertangled. You cannot talk of Standard Bank in Ghana without thinking of Johannesburg. You cannot talk of Standard Bank in Johannesburg without thinking of Houston, Texas. So whatever happens in Hong Kong, in Houston, in Los Angeles, in Amsterdam has global effect. The financial system globally is so intertwined that now it is extremely difficult to think of anyone living in isolation. Now this is one problem for which Africa would have to prepare. That is, we cannot say that it is somebody else's backyard.
Sir, you stated that IASA is much concerned or has a lot of programs that deals directly with the youth. And to be honest with you, the picture is clear. We are having a lot of school dropouts. We are not having much of our youth in the universities as compared to our population. I think either we are doing something wrong, or institutions like Ayasa that are supposed to help in this direction are not doing enough. Have you something to say about this?
Yes, that's a very interesting question. We do not necessarily see it that way. Look at the current number of lawyers of African origin that we have in Hamburg. Look at the other professionals that are coming out. But of course, this is not to say that we've achieved the highest levels that we could. You are right, the numbers could be way higher. Ways have to be found to achieve more effective dialogue with the youth who, for the time being, have decoupled themselves from the older generation, thinking that there is a disconnect. They don't see that connect. And I think that the challenge is on every immigrant organization, not just on Ajaxa, to try and find this connect to the youth so that we would be able to achieve the goal of ensuring that the youth who are our future are well equipped in this knowledge management industry to make use of education, professional skills to advance the cause of persons of African origin here. Thank you.